Hey everybody. How's it going?
I forgot. I forgot
Forgot about the hat.
to be on the lookout for a hat.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to see it because of the where I'm sitting, but it is what it is.
Is
Uh
is this like it? I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a leopard, but it kind of looks more like giraffe spots.
it's a leopard. I have another one that's like this. I'll wear a different time. But this is one of my favorite one. I've been kind of keeping this one in my back pocket for several weeks now and pushing it off as much as I could because during the winter I just like worn this like all day long during the winter for some reason. It's very comfortable. It's very warm.
Is it your kids or is it
Oh
yours?
yeah, it's not mine.
But you would wear it all day in the winter.
I wear it all day around the house. I'm not gonna go anywhere in it.
Yeah, sure. I
Oh,
mean, I feel like that hat fits with your video game dad's shirt very well.
yeah, probably.
We got a $2 Canadian donation from the NES Master.
Thank you.
Who
Saying
I
Zukazama.
don't know what that means.
I don't know. Maybe it's a
I'm guessing
reference to my
that is
hat.
some catchphrase. Zukazama?
So I'm kind of sitting someplace different. I'm sitting on my couch tonight because I really want to play this in 4K. Play Panzer Dragoon Orta in 4K. It's been a long time since I played through it, but I need to unlock the first game in the Xbox One version for our next episode. So I'm actually gonna just play on easy. So there's gonna be no 8-hour boss fights this time around. I mean, at least I hope. I hope. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really have wanted to play this in 4K for about a year now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I think it's fun to revisit.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not going to look 4K on the stream, but I'm sure it will look above 480p for sure.
Yes.
And if you remember, like mine was actually 480i de-interlaced through the FrameMeister because I've got the Xbox that won't play Orta in
Oh, that's
480p
right.
without
That's right.
like some shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
We got $5 from Tony Galvin saying next week needs to be a sombrero. I don't know if you quite got that in your arsenal or not.
No, but I might be able to find one. But speaking of next week, we won't be streaming next week actually,
That is true.
because we are going to be at Retro World Expo next weekend, and we'll be on the way back at the time of the stream.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Well, I was going to say, I guess in theory we could stream from Game Dave's house, but he's also presently moving,
Yeah.
so I doubt he's going to be ready to stream.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
I don't know. Maybe we could do like a casual phone stream with me and Dave or something.
Yeah. Yep, but I mean, I'm going to be on a plane. Probably, I have a layover because we went for the cheapest flight. It's kind of a different trip for me this time because last year we had gone to shoot some stuff beforehand, but this year I'm actually going a couple of days or a day early, and my wife is coming with me, and she is going to stay in New York. We're going to see some old friends. She's going to stay in New York until Sunday, and then she's going to come up to the convention on Sunday. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But we're both flying home together, obviously. But it's our 11th wedding anniversary next weekend. So that's kind of crazy, right? Uh-oh. Did I lose you? Oh no, I thought I lost you.
No. I'm here. We got our $2 from our $2 Canadian from the NES Master with some hashtags that I mean
Bungle's best.
I'm clueless on.
Yeah. There we are. I'm gonna start the game.
Yeah, go for it. I saw someone a bit back was asking, is it possible to get like 240p systems on a VGA PC CRT with like scan lines. I am not aware of any like PC style monitors that would sync up to like a 15 kilohertz signal, which would be 240p and 480i. I would love to be wrong on that. But I don't know anything like that. But what you could do is use like a scan line generator with like a line doubler that would make it like 480p or something, and then do that. You should look on Digital Foundry's YouTube. They recently did this fun little video.
They went kind of viral
about like,
a little bit.
huh?
It got passed around a lot.
Yeah, I think it went a little bit viral, and it's about them sort of rediscovering the glory of PC CRTs. I mean, like, I just think it's really fun because like Richard is not the kind of person I would have really expected to like get into that.
But then he really got into it. It's kind of fun. He was like,
yeah, and he's like, you can tell he's like so into it because John convinced him to like try playing some modern games on PC CRT. And just like seeing him like rediscover how great they are, like he's just like, oh my gosh, like this is incredible.
Yeah, it was
and I mean, it's interesting because it was allowing them to play PC games with like low resolutions and then get like significantly better performance with like high-end features turned on. And they were able to like do like more than 60 frames per second and stuff like that by using lower resolutions. And it like, and they were saying like it looks as good or at least as clean on those resolutions as it does like 4K,
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting. I've got a pretty good PC CRT myself, and I haven't like really done a lot of anything crazy with it. And John had been chatting with us before this video came up. And he's just like showing all these shots of like the Switch running on and stuff. And he's talking about how amazing it looks. And it really makes me want to do more with that. A video idea I've had for a while is to kind of put PC CRTs sort of through their paces and try some scan line generators and stuff, and sort of investigate the viability of PC CRTs as like an alternative to PVMs, because PVMs are hard for people to get a hold of.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would kind of be faking it, but they are really high quality screens in their own right. I definitely need to pursue that idea. So I'll try to get to that sometime.
It's been a while since I played this, but it kind of comes back pretty quickly. I've completed this game 100% and did everything that there was to do in it on my old original Xbox.
Xbox One backwards compatibility is like way better than I ever would have expected it to be. But the thing is, like, the Xbox 360 lineup is super good. The original Xbox lineup is not that vast. I mean, there are some really good selections.
But I mean, just the existence of this game being in that selection completely justifies it.
Right, I agree, because this is like not necessarily the first game that you would think would actually make the cut, but it's one of the ones that definitely should.
Yes. I mean, I think that they knew, even though it didn't sell that great when it came out,
they knew it was a fan favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that they knew that it would generate a lot of goodwill.
I feel like there's a lot of heart in the backwards compatibility program. Like, yeah. I mean, especially reading like some of the interviews out there with the backwards compatibility team, like I just feel like they really get it, and
yeah,
they just wanted to make something good that honestly didn't make a lot of sense for them to do,
Yeah.
And they put a lot of care into the testing of the games and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, this even had a patch pretty recently.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta let me know if you can hear the game.
I really want to play the Final Fantasy 13 games in 4K.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Like I tried. Like I tested at least lightning returns like just a little bit, but I want to do more with that just because it's just such a random thing that's even a thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I understand that there is a little bit of Xbox 360 like DNA in the Xbox One hardware that at least on the graphics side, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Don't quote me on this, but there is supposed to be some small amount of 360 something or other in there that like kind of helps keep the rendering of effects looking very accurate. I think it's the CPU that is like basically all emulated, but on the graphics side, I do believe there is some assistance. So it's pretty neat. I really enjoy what I've used of it. I mean, it feels very authentic and looks very, very good.
When you get hit in this, your entire character like it turns into like a big dither. It's like it's totally dithered. It's kind of weird how they did that. I say it turns into a big dither because that's kind of basically what it is. There we go. A big dither mesh, I guess.
Sandy got a.
Oh,
Sandy got a sloth. And I've kind of had to watch her with it because she's been. She already chewed through one of the toes, and I had to pull the. Had to then pull the stuffing out of the toe, and it looks like I'm going to have to pull the stuffing out of another toe.
Looks like we got a donation there.
Oh, I don't see it in the chat.
It should be from Fried Zombie. You guys, my retro setup is thanks to you guys. $2. Thank you.
Oh, I see.
Do you not see it?
I see it. I just didn't see it because Sandy wants her sloth back.
Oh.
Hey, hang on a second.
I'm just skipping all the cutscenes. Sorry, everybody. Is this another 24-hour stream? It is not. We're gonna see how far I can get, though. I mean, I should be able to get pretty far, I think. I'm decent enough at it, and playing on an easy. Should make it fairly decent, fairly easy, I think. But I also had this game on the brain because it's, you know, it's going to be part of our next episode, which I guess we could probably just say what it is. Should we say what it is? Are you even there anymore? Uh-oh, you've gotten up and walked away. And he didn't even tell me he walked away. I hope everything's all right. The next episode that we're doing is games within games. Kind of looking at some unlockable games and how they run, and how they just some interesting games out there. They have fully unlockable previous games in the series. Should be kind of fun, I think. Yep, Donkey Kong is in it. Oh, I didn't even realize I upgraded. I always liked that there was multiple paths in that part. Just slaughtering them. I didn't even know you stepped
Okay,
away.
I'm back. I just had to perform surgery on a sloth toe.
I was just talking about the next episode, how it's games within games.
Yeah.
Just fully unlockable or fully playable full games, I guess. I mean, that's.
And I have no idea what it's going to look like on Xbox One X.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
It's like an emulation within emulation, or maybe it's a port. I don't know.
It's the PC version.
Which I liked the original the best, personally.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely my favorite, but I
feel like I really would need to replay them all to have a sense of what my favorite is, to be honest. Because like this one, I didn't understand the system for like leveling up your dragons, and I was like, the main problem was I was really underleveled. And I just did not understand how the system worked when I started the game, and it was too late. Like, I probably should have restarted, but I was being stubborn.
Yeah, but you still did it, and that's makes for a good story, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking forward to the remake. Is it only coming to Switch, or is it coming to other consoles, too? Because, I mean...
I think right now it's supposed to be Switch only, but I think it'd be crazy to only come to Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something that I would probably play. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it should be on Xbox. Like, I feel like that would feel like an appropriate place to play it.
Yeah.
But I like the first one the best. I mean, the second one has a lot of really cool, like moments, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's a well directed game in terms of like creating kind of a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
But the first game I just feel has a better flow to the action. It's just from a pure gameplay perspective, I think the first one is better.
See,
I mean, the second one does have infinite continues, which is nice on one hand, but I also felt like the game made less of an impression because of that. Like, you know, it's something I talk about a lot. Like, I sometimes kind of like limited continues just because, like, it encourages me to get to know the whole game better.
Right. Kind of really focused on upgrading my heavy dragon this time.
Which dragon? Heavy?
Yeah.
I can't really remember what was like. I want to say it was just like the standard one that was really good on the last boss.
Yeah,
Man,
the thing is the heavy dragon can't boost or slow down.
Thing on the water.
The what?
Like the detail on that like shell or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot more detail here than you would expect to actually be in the original game. Like on the rocks and stuff even. But unfortunately, not that many games got the 4K upgrade, but Well, I take that back. I mean, when it comes to original Xbox games, I think all games got a resolution boost on both original Xbox and then more of a boost on Xbox One X. Like, I don't think this is native 4K necessarily. I don't think any of the Xbox games are native 4K, but I think it's getting close, like 1800p or something maybe. I forget the details.
Yeah.
I know Digital Foundry had some analysis of it.
I really love the first 5 levels of this game. Definitely the best part is the first 5 levels. Basically,
but
until
you did absolutely everything in this, right?
Yeah.
You beat it, like you got like all the rankings or whatever on the highest difficulty.
Yeah. It just really connected with me at the time that it came out.
You had an Xbox during its day, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got an Xbox.
I don't really have a sense of like how
3 months after it came out.
I've never had a sense of how invested you were in either Xbox or GameCube during that time. Like, I know you played a lot of PS2.
Yeah, I mean, I probably played the least amount of GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think that I played this and the first Halo an insane amount of times.
Oh yeah, I forgot how into Halo you were too.
Yeah, I mean, my friend Justin and I would just replay it over and over again. We thought it was so fun to try to get the to get the vehicles where they shouldn't go. Like fly them inside structures, like wedge them in there and stuff, just to see what we could do before the game would screw up. But I mean, it's
is Orta the
we got a donation from SSJ and it's going to pop up on the
Oh,
screen.
we did.
I'm
going to need you guys to start running frame rate and timing graphs during your playthroughs now.
Well,
speaking of SSJ, and I got a pretty nice box on Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next video log that
yeah, it's gonna be the next video log. Actually, I need to remember to edit that before I leave for Retro World.
Yeah. He really loves it when people do gaming pickups in front of a wall of games. It's like
say what?
He really likes it when people do videos about like haul pickups.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kidding. He really does not like that stuff, but I joke about it. Where it's like, especially when it's people, you know, going through the games that they got in front of a big wall of games and holding them up and saying, "I'll never play this."
But yeah, I just did a little unboxing of the video, just because I didn't know what the bonus game was going to be.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it last week on the stream, I guess.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know what this is. Coury acts like I should be excited, so I'll unbox it. It's not much of a video log, but it was a pretty cool bonus, I gotta say.
Pretty sure you can get a whole bunch of genes here. Dragon genes. Maybe not. I thought that you could, but maybe not.
Have you felt like the game was pretty easy to slip back into?
Yeah, it's come back to me pretty quick. Just certain bosses, how to fight them and stuff. It looks great though.
Pikmin and Ace Attorney 1 and 2. That's good games to be getting off the backlog. Definitely prioritize Ace Attorney 3 because it brings that little trilogy to a nice, neat close.
There's a couple of nice little hidden path or like branching paths in this. You know,
yeah.
It's not immediately apparent to take them. That's why it's kind of fun to discover them.
Doesn't Panzer Dragoon 2 also have some branching paths?
I should really be focusing on my heavy.
This is original Xbox, but it's the backwards compatibility on Xbox One X, so that's why it looks this crisp. But I mean, the core assets
it really does just look
original
incredible.
Xbox,
doesn't it? It just looks incredible.
For some reason, there's like a big Call of Duty discussion going on in the chat
really?
right now.
You know, Goodwill had Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2, and I thought about getting them. They were like $3 each, but I ultimately decided not to.
I mean, I probably wouldn't hate those games. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not really been playing a lot of first-person shooters lately, even though I mean there's several I would like to. Like I really want to get around to playing the new Doom and Wolfenstein games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean I've like captured a little bit of footage.
Yeah, we should stream that. We should stream. One of us should stream Doom 2016.
Yeah, I mean at least just to get started on it.
Yeah. Oh, this next level is my favorite level in the game without a doubt. But you know how I am with like like flying like gigantic fleet space armada type levels. Favorite kind of levels in games. And I think that it has a lot to do with Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, oh sure.
And that was incredible. It was incredible to me when playing Rogue Squadron 2 that it has the battle, like the Death Star run in that, or the battle for Endor.
I mean, I think for me, like I've always just really liked airships.
Yeah.
Like in general, so like. You know, like Mario 3, like, you know, the airships and that made a huge impression on me. But like even before then, like I've probably said before how when I was a wee little try, I loved Teddy Ruxpin. And Teddy Ruxpin had an airship. I had the airship toy.
Look at that lens flare.
It's not bad.
I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be there.
It'd be better if it was on N64.
We don't see, you don't see a lot of lens flare these days. At least that you think about it. At least I don't think about it that much.
Well, nowadays when you got lens flare, like the whole screen has to look like it's got like a dusty lens on it, you know?
Right. Like the next two levels are the best part of the whole game. It's just cool by the time when you get to level 5 and you're running. It's a nice throwback to the second game.
Is original Orta 4:3 or widescreen? I forget if it has a widescreen. Does it have a widescreen mode natively? I think so, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's widescreen. Most Xbox games are.
I would, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like 480p, like I have not run across very many 480i only Xbox games. Like there are, I guess, a lot of that aren't widescreen, but 480p pretty common.
I went to hit the black and white button. I didn't know where they were.
You know, it is so strange to me that they did the whole black and white button thing on the Xbox. Like they couldn't figure out yet that they should just put the extra buttons as bumpers on
they
the
wanted
shoulder.
to do
I mean,
something different.
like PlayStation had already done the dual shoulder button thing. Why didn't they just do that sooner? They did it eventually. They should have done it sooner. Because like I cannot learn where the locations of those buttons are. Like it's just not natural for me to reach them. I still have to like do the whole look at the controller thing for those. What is native 720p? Is that? I don't know if I believe that.
That would blow me away because
on original Xbox, yeah, I don't think so. It's 480p. I'm almost positive.
It's 480p.
Yeah, I mean the I know that there are some Xbox games that run at 720p. I don't think Panzer Dragoon.
I would be impressed if that was the case because it's already such a good-looking game. Got him.
But I can't even test the full. Well, I do have another Xbox, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
I just updated my mod, or the soft mod that you did on mine.
Yeah,
it was kind of a fun little experiment that I had no idea what I was getting into.
I wonder if like I just didn't have like the best version installed when I did it, or if it's like a newer thing that has come about in the past couple of years.
I mean, the one you have had a pretty good one installed, but there's one by somebody named Rocky 5 that's a lot better.
Like, I mean, I just didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. Well, you know, once I found a tutorial that was easy to follow, I just did what it said because I wasn't really too concerned with, like, at the time, the only thing I really cared about was playing a burned disc because I wanted to play the unfinished dev build of Cameo.
Oh, love that opening shot right there. I just love this level so much.
But that was all I cared about. Like anything else was secondary. So I basically just did whatever seemed like was something that sounded like it was recommended and was easy to do. But now that you've got it hacked, it must be pretty easy to.
Yeah, I mean, I can
update it.
FTP into it. I can do all kinds of other stuff. It's very nice.
I wanted to play the Xbox dev build of Cameo because I did a video on Cameo. I am slowly, very, 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 very slowly working on, over time, doing videos about the games that Rare did after being bought by Microsoft. So Cameo was the next game, and I did Cameo, and I thought
it's been about a year since the last one, I think. Now
be good to show the Xbox version, which was pretty impressive, really.
Let's see. Jimmy Hop is in the chat. I sent him a message on Skype a few weeks back. I haven't heard anything back from him. I know that he's been pretty busy, but I'm not sure if he has Discord either. But if you have Discord, you should send us a message.
Yeah, if you've got Discord, Jimmy, we need a group chat in there.
I'm like really focusing on upgrading this heavy dragon. I think it's gonna be good for me in the long run.
Doesn't she have a helmet? Don't you bust out of jail at the beginning of the game?
Of this?
Yeah.
The
Like, are you in jail or something at the beginning of the game? Like,
I think you're thinking of, isn't that the second one or the first one maybe? But you might be right actually. Now that I think about it, I didn't watch the opening before this, so. But I think so. Like the dragon kind of busts her out. Apparently the dragon just shows up to a person who is born and is like born to fly the dragon. Yes, there was a lot of Sega on the Xbox games that I did not cover in that episode because
I mean that was intentional. You didn't intend to cover everything.
I mean, I like now I probably would have, but back then I just couldn't.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of people like expect us to cover like absolutely everything that ever exists.
Yeah, we usually do everything we can, but I mean, we had to work up to that. You know,
yeah.
we
I mean, that's a pretty old video. Yeah, and like you say that, like, you know, oh, you like I'm going to look at other things in a future video, which hasn't happened, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that video it's like probably like 4 years old now. Next week isn't it next week? Or yeah, like a little bit over a week is 6 years since the channel launched.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll be
October 1st.
Not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah.
My life in game would be 6 years old.
Isn't that crazy? I really only thought about it because of those questions we had to answer. About it.
Man,
oh, look at the people running.
If anyone has not started Link's Awakening yet, the remake, I do not recommend hero mode.
Did you start over?
No, I thought about it at one point. Like, it's not that it's like like so difficult, like
Well, it's,
that
I mean,
like going to get stuck or anything, but it's like it's kind of difficult and not that fun of a way.
and that's kind of
Like
how I
I
thought
feel like
that,
the game's design is just does not really lend itself to hero mode.
well, I felt like that was going to happen after how difficult the last one was.
How difficult what was?
How
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I felt that they were.
I mean,
gonna...
Breath of the Wild is difficult to get started in, but like once you've got a lot of hearts, then it's really easy. But like the beginning of Breath of the Wild is really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I never played hero mode.
I thought it stayed. I mean, it stayed decently difficult throughout, but it got easier because you just got stronger.
It got relatively easy, but like I feel like in the 3D games though, you've got like a lot more. You've got a lot more control, I guess, over like not getting hit. I feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like just the design of the 2D games, like I don't know, like I just it like basically like I'm just like having to constantly like leave dungeons, stock up on fairies again, go get the revival medicine. Like I'm just doing that like constantly because I can't get hearts.
Right. That's funny.
So it's just I feel like the game's design is not suited to it. I was halfway through the 4th dungeon, and I was like kind of thinking about restarting, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna stick with it.
Do you feel?
But I've died like so many times.
Is it ruining your enjoyment of it, kind of?
Not really, but I do feel like I can't.
Appreciate it as much.
Really, I feel like I can't really fully judge the game because there's a lot of things like right now I feel like I prefer the original version. Like even though there's nice quality of life tweaks, like you've always got the shield and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like on the surface, I feel like this should be the better version of the game, but I don't feel that way and. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing, just because I'm playing the hero mode. Right. We got $2 from Demo Kirby through Patreon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And welcome. A lot of videos to watch.
Yeah, that was my thought. I am getting old. Playing this game, playing Link's Awakening does make me feel old because like I'm having thoughts like, well, you know what? When you could only use 2 items and your sword and shield counted as 2 of those items, you had to go into every room and in every situation and think about like, what do I need? Like the items that you select are it's intentional, you know what I mean?
I don't think that's you think that's the case?
Well, I that's what I'm saying. Like it's not better. I mean, it's the way the original's limitations of like what you could equip and stuff. That was not better. But like that's my point. I'm old because I'm having thoughts like that.
I mean, that just sounds annoying. That's like one of the things that I did not like about it when I...
Now, one thing though, like, that has like crossed my mind is like, the overall design of the game is like so intrinsically tied to the realities and limitations of the Game Boy. Like, the only reason that the world and dungeons and rooms are laid out the way they are is because of the Game Boy.
Right.
Because of the Game Boy. So, like, I feel like it's impossible to get away from that. So it's almost like, well, just play it on Game Boy anyway. But one thing I will say though is really nice is the fact that most of the time, like Link is just in the center of the screen and like it just scrolls with you. Like you can get a view of the lay of the land much more easily. Like it's much like when you're playing on Game Boy, it's like, oh man, where was that place? Which direction was it? And it like might not even be that far away from you, but because you can't see it, like it feels like it's far away and you can't quite remember how to get there. Even with the map in the game, sometimes it's hard to like in the original game, sometimes it's hard to tell like, okay, this is like just 2 squares over, but I can't actually get there from here. Like I have to go around this way. Like because the game is just so tightly packed within this relatively small space.
Yeah, I barely remember
with it
anything
scrolling
about it.
with the overworld scrolling with you. It's just so much easier to get a sense of where things are and how you can get there. That is by far the nicest thing about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am definitely enjoying it overall. I just finished the 6th dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the 6th required dungeon. There's also the color dungeon, which I've done as well.
I haven't even started it up yet. I meant to.
I didn't know you got it.
Yeah, I ended up buying it. I mean, it won't go down in price. I might as well just get it.
No, it won't. So, may as well get it. But yeah, I mean, I definitely am enjoying it. But I do wish I didn't choose hero mode because I just something about just like it's just translating the design of a 2D game relatively literally into 3D. Like I don't know, like it's harder than I expected it to be. Like on hero mode.
Yeah.
Because I mean, usually, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword were all like so easy. Skyward Sword was a little harder, but really, it was just that stupid demon that you had to fight like 5 times throughout the game. You know that thing?
Yeah, it's like
so
ultimate padding.
So obnoxious. Like I liked Skyward Sword overall. I did not like its linear areas down on the ground.
Yeah.
And the fact that you had to go the same ones again and again and again. I didn't like that, but I liked the game overall. But that stupid looking demon, which is like maybe like the worst designed like
Zelda enemy ever.
Yeah, like visually and from a gameplay perspective. It's just like it's supposed to be this like it's like this horrifying ultimate evil that is like been sealed, and it's like the absolute worst thing ever if it gets out, and it looks so stupid. It looks so stupid.
It was such a long game too. I remember it being.
I don't remember it being unusually long necessarily. Like I don't remember being.
It's like 40 hours, which felt long to me.
Princess or anything. Like I do. I mean, I think I put like 50 hours or something into it. But... Yeah. Oh, you didn't bring your moose back. Go bring a toy. But yeah. I do wonder if there's like I mean they could port Skyward Sword to Switch.
I bet they do. I mean, they
and use the joy even if they didn't totally revamp the game to make it work without motion controls, like they could probably make the Joy-Cons work for it.
Yeah, but I think that the thing I would hope for is for them to get it to work without motion controls. It would be interesting to see how that comes out.
Like,
If
I
it makes
feel
it a
like
better
with
game.
Skyward, like I personally liked the controls of Skyward Sword all overall. I know obviously a lot of people didn't, but I overall thought the controls were good. But it was kind of this thing like, okay, motion controls have had their day. Skyward Sword, that's the peak. That's the best you can do.
That was like
let's forget about it now. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's basically what it was.
Yeah, it was a last hurrah
and they
for
couldn't
like
even do it with
trying
the
to do
base
motion
technology.
controls right.
Yeah, they have the
and then they tried
Plus.
to do motion controls in Star Fox Zero, and everyone hated it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought Star Fox Zero was fine. I mean, I played it the day it came out, and I don't think I beat it in one sitting, and I don't think I've played it since.
Yeah, same here. That is exactly the case with me. But I would be interested to see if they do port that to the Switch and see how it does, especially if they remove all the motion control stuff.
I mean, that would be a harder game to port than Skyward Sword.
Yeah, or just make it completely different. Basically remake it, not just port it. But I don't know if they would think that was worth the time.
I mean, I would love to see Skyward Sword's visual style,
in HD,
in a new version, because I really liked how that game looked. Like, that was the best part about it for sure.
I love the music on this level too. The soundtrack in this game is so good. Actually, my copy is actually signed by the composers. Because they were at MagFest the one year.
Yeah, they were at MagFest.
Yeah.
But didn't they only do like the main theme or something?
Yeah, they only did Saga or Azel, however you want to say it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's the correct way to say it or not. I've always said Azel, but now that I think about it, it might be Azel. I don't know. I've not played through it, so it probably makes sense.
Played through what? I
haven't played through Saga.
Saga.
Yeah. I should. I just. I
mean, it's hard to motivate yourself to play something you don't own. At least.
Yeah, exactly. And. Yeah, exactly. It's apparently not that long either. It's like maybe 20 hours max.
Now, speaking of an RPG like game, it's not that long. I beat what day was it? It must have been Wednesday. I beat it was Wednesday. I beat Dawn of Mana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Was it difficult?
It was like 8. Say what?
Was it that long?
No, it was 8. It's 8 chapters, and they were like maybe an hour and a half each.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So really, when you just dedicate yourself to it, it's easy within.
Yeah, and it was not that difficult of a game either.
Well, you'll have to talk a little bit more about it in the games you played in 2019.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm starting to dread now that
it is a very interesting game. Say what?
I said I'm starting to dread that now because I'm not going to have anything to talk about because I have not had an opportunity to play games like all the way through. I keep on starting certain games and then not playing.
You know what? The way I think we need to do that video as a mini.
Well, maybe. I just thought it's kind of fun to edit.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, we kind of had this intention to like do as video logs like the.
And you even did one.
I did it one time. I did it with Dust and ukulele.
Yeah.
And I think I wrote one for Yoshi's Crafted World.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually do it.
I have several that I've written because I beat a lot of games at the beginning of the year, so that'll help me in the long run. But there's not a lot of new games that I've beaten. I do intend on finally getting Dragon Quest XI though, and I think that I will play through that. That's my intent at least.
I mean, that's that. I'm going to be interested what you decide to do when you get to the when you beat the game, because like the post game, like the way it's framed up, you'll kind of be like, oh, now I feel like I should do this too.
That's okay. I'm open to that. And I played most of my I think I played basically every Dragon Quest game portably.
Yeah, so it's kind of fitting.
So,
have you tried the demo?
I did, and thought it was good.
I mean, it's really good looking.
I intended to get to the point where it ended, but it didn't happen. Oh, there we go. I love this part.
I don't think I'm going to like play the Switch version right away, but I really want to replay the game with the 2D mode. Like I'm definitely when it comes out, like I'm definitely going to try the 2D mode, but I kind of doubt I'm going to like commit to it right then and there, because it's only been like half a year since I like finished the game anyway. But like at the same time, I like kind of could see myself like going right back to it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but like I mean, it was one of those games that's like when it's finally over, it's like you kind of miss it.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a game in a little while. I can't think of the last one that I really felt like.
I mean, it's just because it took me so long to beat. Like, I think I started it. I wasn't able to start it right away. I think I started in like October, and then I finally beat it. Like it just took me a really long time to get through. I mean, not for lack of interest. I mean, it just took a long time. And I think I beat it, I don't know, maybe March or so, February or March. And then like I committed to the post game.
It was worth it.
And you know, that probably took another month or two.
That's not bad, really.
Did we? I don't think we ever have streamed Einhander. I streamed Einhander on the Backloggery. I didn't finish it, but I really liked it. Like I would like to. That's another game that would be a good like to start on this stream and then kind of commit to finishing it after the stream. Like, but I would definitely need to like be completely fresh on that. I mean, you start over in the game anyway, but
yeah,
like, I don't. I think I could remember when I see it. I think I would remember how far I got, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how far into the game I got. I mean, it was pretty hard, but really, really good. Like, I'm not a huge shmup guy, but I was really enjoying it.
Oh, I forgot about this. You have to just like avoid him while he dies. I forgot about that. I was sitting there shit trying to shoot him, and you just gotta avoid him while he dies.
Man, you're just like getting through this game so fast.
Well, it's on easy too. But I mean,
yeah, Dawn of Mana was. I mean, it was interesting. Like, it was a very good game to like.
It gets a lot quicker from this point forward too. The next several levels, the rest of the game is not nearly as long.
I feel like it's kind of. Oh, we got SSG and donated $2 saying I started playing Jeff O's drinking game and now I'm dead. Thanks. What was his drinking game?
Whose? Oh, the
Jeff O had a drinking game.
Oh.
Is it every time I say like or something like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. That's what it is.
No, well,
you dig it,
you
you
know,
dig it.
I can't really help it.
Yeah, just in conversation, but you've been it hasn't really been a struggle at all for the like during the minis.
No, it hasn't, and I just
And you're it's but you're focused on it. I think like
I'm
you're
focused. I'm focused. I'm not divided between watching the game and talking to you
yeah
and paying attention to the chat. And two, it's we go into it with like an idea of I just know what I'm kind of going to talk about. I had all the points in my head. You know, I had all my thoughts together on the Super Nintendo on the Switch. You know, I just knew what I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean the reaction to this,
and plus, like we're editing those down a bit anyway.
Yes.
So, but even then, it's not like I've really had a trouble with too excessive of filler words and that. Not nearly as much as the streams. I don't know. It's just how I am.
The reaction to the Switch video has been it's been surprising though. I mean, it's done a lot better than we thought it was gonna.
Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be that much interest because it's so similar to NES on the Switch, and it was like almost 2 weeks after it launched. I want to say it was like a week and a half after the service launched.
Yeah.
I didn't think people were going.
I see another donation pop up. I heard it.
Oh, we got Jonathan Henson with $2.
Thank you.
No question tonight, guys. Just enjoying the stream.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. But yeah, it was. I mean, it could be that it did well just because Super Nintendo's more popular than NES. I guess maybe. Yeah, there was definitely interest.
Yeah.
It was well worth doing.
Just in general, the minis have done fairly well. I mean, this one was definitely... you couldn't tell as much, but it was definitely edited a lot more, I think, than the last one. But I need to work out a ways to make it more obvious that we're having a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did a few things where like you kind of like laughed at something I said and like you cut to you and things like that.
And I had more time to work on it too. I mean, I edited the other one in like 6 hours or something like that. And this one I just kind of did it when I had some time. And it was nice. It was nice and almost relaxing to put together. It didn't feel like there was a rush.
Gave another $1 saying, slap like now if you like, tries like.
Oof, almost. Oh, come on.
Fried Zombie 4 has $2 as well. Thank you. Oh, I just noticed that your avatar is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I need to get that. I need to get that game again. And he says, make a video on your dog and we'd still watch it. I mean, maybe more people would watch that than about video games. I don't know.
It's possible. But I mean, I think that it's been a great vote of confidence that people have liked them because they've been pretty fun to make in general. And they've also reflected very much what our workflow is going to become in the future too. You shot a lot of that B-roll. Mm-hmm. And
JF's got $5 with a $2 million question.
Oh.
$2 million, but all household pets are inexplicably afraid of you, will run, and if you approach them, may attack you for the rest of your life.
All household pets?
I mean, I guess you could just not have pets, but I guess this is other people's pets too.
Yeah. I mean, you could never go to people's houses then, I guess.
I mean, don't get me wrong, $2 million is a lot of money, but you know, we've been offered more.
but a pet's love is forever. Maybe. Whoa. So, are you looking for anything at Retro World next week? Are you?
Well, I mean, I just got Fatal Frame, which I got at a local store, which was kind of that was like the biggest thing I was looking for. I was looking for it at Long Island and didn't find it, because I want to start this October. I had Fatal Frame 2 and 3 already, but I was still looking for the first game, and I wanted to get a start on the series, and I like to play a horror game in October, so I'm glad I finally found that. I was thinking of something earlier that's like, oh, what should I get at Retro World? Gosh, what was it? Oh, well, one thing I've kind of been looking for is air guides.
Oh yeah,
which is like more expensive than
ring.
you would think it would be. Like I wouldn't think that would be that uncommon of a game or anything, but it's like $40.
Huh.
There was a copy trade into a local store a month or two ago with there was just about like every desirable PS1 and PS2 RPG was traded in. So I just like went to the store right away to see what I could get. What did I end up buying? I bought Vandal Hearts. What all did I get with that haul? Vandal Hearts. Romancing Saga 1 and 2.
Oh, right.
Several other things.
Or Saga Frontier, right? Or
yeah. I meant Saga Frontier 1 and 2.
Yeah. And you ended up getting... did you end up getting 1 and 2? Yeah, you ended up getting them.
I got Saga Frontier 1 and 2.
Right.
But they had an Air Guys in their trade-in, but it was already sold. Now, I saw one Air Guys at Long Island, but...
I hear another... Oh.
But it wasn't in very good shape. Oh, we got from George Lyon 5,000 CLBs, which I don't know what those are, but thank you.
Thank you.
Any idea if someone was working on a save mod for the SNES, like being able to save on your console? The whole cartridge battery thing is a real drama for me. Big Viz, you guys are the best.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing to something like that is, an EverDrive, where your saves can be saved, or the SD2 SNES.
Yeah.
Where your saves would be saved to it. A lot of people ask questions like, can you save with a Super NT or something like that? And I don't really know what the limitations would be with that, like if that would be a difficult thing to implement. But those systems, for the most part, just interact with the cartridges as a real system would. And that's kind of the point. I believe if you use the jailbroken firmware for the Super NT, though, you can dump your saves. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yeah.
So there is that. You can also dump saves with the... you can dump saves from your real cartridges using either a Retrode or...
yep. I mean, we did a whole episode
or a Super UFO, which I don't know if your comment kind of comes in response to having seen our cartridge save files episode that was just a couple of months ago. If you haven't seen that, you should watch it. Save batteries are definitely a problem, but you're going to have to really replace those. Like, I can't think of a way to use the original cartridge safely without replacing the battery. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a way you could play on the original cartridge, preserve your save if it has a dead battery. I can't think of one. Can you?
No. Not off the top of my head. Whew, all right.
Ah, those are Chilean pesos.
Oh.
Thank you.
See, I definitely feel like this level right here makes it feels like the game loses a little bit of steam. I mean, it's a cool looking level, but it doesn't have that energy that.
Well, that's kind of how I felt
have.
about Panzer Dragoon 2, I guess. It's a very visually cool game, but I feel like the energy isn't there that Panzer Dragoon 1 had. Just for me, anyway. But yeah, it would be interesting to see if someone could make just like a pass-through cartridge that would like save your, similar to the UFO, but it would like automatically write your saves to it as well as the cartridge, and that way you wouldn't have to worry about whether your cartridge was dead. That would be amazing. But I feel like the market for such a device would be so small.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be surprised. I mean, I guess there could be a lot of people. Like, that could be really interesting. Like, it's similar to a UFO, but it can add maybe save state functionality. It can add save functionality, and then you don't have to worry about your batteries ever again. That would be really neat. I mean, maybe I could be surprised by how popular such a thing would be. Yes, the EverDrives play the games just like the original cartridge.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not aware of any known differences, really. I mean, things like the Super EverDrive, you're only going to be able to play games that don't use special hardware, which is most Super Nintendo games. But you're going to be locked out of playing games like Mario RPG, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox, stuff like that. You cannot play those games on that because they use special hardware. The SD2 SNES has the functionality to play those games. Now, to be clear, the chips in that case are emulations, like the special hardware. The Super FX chip is an emulated Super FX chip.
Right.
But I'm not aware of any known differences in how they perform. I want to say I heard that SA1 may not run exactly at the same clock. Don't quote me on that.
On the SC to SNES? Well, yeah. I mean, but it should get better with the
right. And I think that the Pro may be able to do that, but I think the original version maybe did. Does anyone know in the chat if I'm right? Oh, we got Smoke Monster in the chat. Am I right on that, Smoke Monster, that the regular SD to SNES does not run SA1 at full speed or something like that? And that Pro can?
It should be.
Am I making that up? Did I hear that? I mean, is that good information or bad information? I just feel like I read that somewhere, but I don't know the details. Also, we got £5 from Engine UK. Says, I tweeted Joe GameSack about the treasure special. He said he would help you guys make it. Too scared to make it himself, he said. I mean, those are some hard games.
Well,
it does run SA1. The only difference right now is that you can't stack chips on the regular SD2 SNES. I mean, I didn't mean Smoke Monster doesn't run SA1. I know it can, but I think, am I right in hearing that I thought I read somewhere that the SA1 implementation may not be like full clock speed or something. Oh, okay. So you can't do SA1 plus MSU1, for example.
I see.
On the regular.
Right, but you can with the Pro.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, So you can, for regular Super Nintendo games that do not use special chips, which is the vast majority of games, there will be no difference in running that game on the SC2 SNES versus the original cartridge.
I got a boost.
And even for the special chip games, there's really no documented differences to my knowledge. So yeah, you can save to the SD card and not have to worry about batteries.
Pretty sure this level doesn't have a boss on it either.
You know, same for like you know,
it does, I guess.
If you want to use an EverDrive for a NES, Famicom, Genesis, Mega Drive, but with Genesis though, obviously, relatively few games actually have saves on the Genesis, and you know, so save states might be more interesting if you want to save your progress on that. Which some EverDrive models have that. And then, of course, there's the Mega SD, which you detailed how its save states work.
Right.
On the latest main episode.
Some pretty cool Mega Drive Plus games have come out.
Joe, really?
Well, Joe got a chance to do. He did a Strider one and an Ease 3. I was supposed to help him with the Ease 3, but I didn't have a chance because of everything else.
But he finished it?
Yeah.
I mean, the Oath and Felghana soundtrack is so good.
Yeah. Shoot.
By the way, while I've got a whole bunch of people here in the chat to ask, you know, regarding the episode that we're doing now, that we're working on about, like, you know, games featured as a bonus addition to another game, like not compilations, but, you know, a game within a game. Can anyone think of an official use of an NES emulator before the original Excite Bike included in Excite Bike 64? Because I can't think of anything else that could have preceded that.
I keep on shooting.
I mean, there is Donkey Kong 64 came out the previous year, and it's got Donkey Kong and Jetpack, but that is emulating an arcade game and the ZX Spectrum. No, Animal Crossing came just a little after Excite Bike. Actually, let me double check the dates on those again. Excite Bike 64 came out in North America and on April 30th, 2000. That was the first region it was released in. And Dobutsu no Mori came out April 14th, 2001. So it was like 1 year later. It's actually kind of crazy how short of a time it was. It came out on N64 April 14th, 2001. It was out in Japan on GameCube December 14th, 2001. So just like just more than half a year. Like, that's pretty crazy. For some reason, I thought it was like, at the time, it just seemed like it was so much longer when I was reading about it. Yeah, I thought of original Mario Brothers in Mario 3, and maybe that's worth a mention, but I don't think it's like the full. Really? It's not like the full game, is it? I don't think it is. but maybe it is. Like it's again,
I mean,
it's
is
not
it within the
emulated,
same
but
interface,
does
or
it
is
have
it
like
kind
all
of
the
boot into
phases
something
and
else?
stuff? Mystical Ninja has Gradius, but it's not like the full game to my knowledge. So we're not counting that. It doesn't necessarily have to be an emulation. It can be a port, but it's just like another game included with a game, but it has to be the whole thing. It can't just be like a mini game like Gradius and Mystical. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing an RGB episode on the PC engine.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah.
Do we have a G-Comp switch? Yes. It is wonderful.
Yes, indeed. It's very convenient.
I mean, I like the G-Comp and the G-SCART are, I mean, they are just the heart of our setups.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, or at least the nervous system. They are the circulatory system. Yeah, Day of the Tentacle, or right. Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle. I thought of that, but I have never played Day of the Tentacle. I mean, that might be a thing worth mentioning, but I don't really know how we could show it.
Yeah.
But that is a example. That is one thing I did think of, but I don't think we've got the material. I mean, we can't gather that material ourselves.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, something pop up.
Anyone having stream issues? It's going strong for me. Did
Why is
some
something?
kind of notification? I thought I heard a notification on your computer.
I think that might have just been for like a subscriber or for like Patreon or something like that, because it was a different one. See, the key is to know that when you're about to pick up one of the like the upgrades and switching to the dragon that you want to attach it to. If you watch in the lower right hand corner, your upgrade thing will appear, and you have a few seconds before.
Yeah, I just did not understand how it worked at the time, and it didn't sink in how important it was until I was like,
it's too late.
Almost all the way through the game.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, there's no real reason, as far as I know, to upgrade the light dragon.
Yeah, Dragon Quest III has the Dragon Quest 1 map, and like Pokemon Gen 2 has the Gen 1 map.
Yeah, that's not the
I know. I feel like people are, especially the Pokemon one, people are like definitely going to point that out. But
it's not the same.
I feel like that's outside the scope of what we're talking about, because that's not a game. That's just the game's world.
Right.
But it is not a replacement for the original game. You know, just like a Gradius minigame in Mystical Ninja is not a substitute for actually having Gradius.
Oh, I just want to waste. I think I've maxed out the base dragon.
Yeah, Lucas. Someone in our Patreon chat mentioned that as well. There's apparently a ZX Spectrum emulator in GoldenEye.
That's pretty
cool. It's in the code, but it doesn't do anything. Like you can't do anything with it, but it's there. Did Ridge Racer Revolution have the whole game? Yeah, isn't there something? What's the deal with that? There's like a 60 frames version of the original game.
Oh,
right?
you know what? That is a good point. Is that Ridge Racer Type 4 comes with the first Ridge Racer, but it runs at 60
You need
frames.
me to add that to the list?
Yes.
I'll add it right now. What section should I put it at under?
Probably in the 32-bit game, I think.
32-bit games, yeah. Was it Ridge Racer what?
Ridge Racer Type 4 has Ridge Racer 1 with it. I mean, it's on its own disc, but I'm counting.
Right. But its own disc, we are counting it if it is on a separate disc, as long as it was like sold in the same package.
Yeah.
We're not counting like Zelda Collector's Edition because
it's a compilation. We're not
even though it was a pre-order bonus, it's a separate package. It's a separate item.
Well, I think that might be.
I wrote a mention of those.
I think that could actually work. Honestly, I think that could actually work. Just like
those are a stretch. I mean, I mentioned them in my script, but for like an on-camera part. So I'm playing to like hold up the cases for those, but
I don't know. I think that
like,
could go in.
I don't think they're worth getting into.
I don't know. I feel like that could fit in the scope. Just like I was hoping to maybe put in the Rogue Squadron 3, the Star Wars arcade version.
Apparently, I was reading about that. Apparently, you can unlock it in the game too, though. I didn't read up on the details of how you do that. It's probably more than we have time for. Although you might find a save for it.
Oh yeah, I mean I can definitely. Will you put Zelda on there? Because I feel like that could go in there. I don't have the disc. I've
got them.
I mean, I think that might be worth it. I mean, you could probably find a save for it. I can. Finding saves for stuff like that is really, really easy.
Yeah, apparently that's what I read. You can unlock it in Rogue Leader.
Okay, well that's even better.
Or Rebel Strike.
Yeah, Rebel Strike. So you can. I had no idea.
I used to have it, but I don't have it right now. I don't remember that game being unlocked in it though. I didn't play Rebel Strike as much as Rogue Squadron.
Oh, I mean I didn't even buy it when it came out.
Yeah, there's you can play original Metroid in Zero Mission, or you can play it by connecting Metroid Fusion to Metroid Prime. We've already got those in there. We've got the Game Gear games is on the list.
Yeah, Game Gears.
Pitfall Mine Adventure has Pitfall hidden in it. Is that anything you know about?
Oh, is that mine? That might be worth it. Might be worth putting in there.
I
mean, we'll do as many as we can, but we want to release this on October 6th, so.
Right. I mean, we're not going to be able to include absolutely everything.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that's how it goes. Senjuro!
We've already got the Ninja Gaiden stuff.
Yeah, I have that.
List.
Although I don't know if I'm going to be able to show the Ninja Gaiden Black arcade version that came with it, because you need to have an end game save, and all of Team Ninja's games on the Xbox are signed to your system. So I was able to find a thing to sign the original Ninja Gaiden to my system, but that's it. I was not able to find the tools to do it for Black.
Splatterhouse on
yes, that's in there.
Splatterhouse on PS3, that's the version that's on the list, is that right?
I have the Xbox version, which actually is, for some reason I decided to buy the Xbox version, and now it's a complete annoyance because I can't get a save for it, and now I actually have to play through the game.
Oh.
What's that about Celeste? The Pico 8 version? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I mean, that might be something for another time.
Pac-Man World 2 has a small section with some of the earlier Pac-Man games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, is it the whole game?
Yes. Yeah. Pac-Man World 2 has Pac-Man. Has several in it. But yes, I mean that's one I've thought about and I found saves for it.
I mean, I'll put it on the list.
Yeah. I thought I had that written down, but I guess I didn't.
Cave has a visual novel on Xbox 360 called Instant Brain that has a version of Dodon Pachi.
Huh.
Apparently. I mean, I don't think that's anything we can really show.
Yeah.
Rebel Strike has both Star Wars Arcade and Return of the Jedi Arcade.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. I can get behind that. I'll look that up. I'll find saves for it.
Yeah.
Lots of good suggestions here.
Rampage for 6th gen consoles had the original and World Tour to play.
Oh, really? Okay.
By Rampage for 6th gen, I'm sorry, I'm really bad on when people use numbers for gens.
That's the Xbox, GameCube, and PS3. I don't have that though. I'd have to. Maybe if I see it, this at Retro World,
yeah,
I'll grab it. But that's cool because that's actually like the PlayStation 1 version.
All the stuff in Shenmue is on your list, right?
Yeah,
I don't know anything about what's in Shenmue.
Oh, it has like arcade. I mean, obviously, you should also put like in Shenmue, like in addition to Shenmue, you should put Yakuza.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
we
the
do
same
we do
idea.
need to mention.
It's the same idea. You go to an arcade and you can play them.
All right. Well, I'll put. I mean, maybe you can get a Shenmue save.
I did for the Xbox. I did. Probably. I mean, I might be able to see what I can find for the Dreamcast. I don't know if I'll be able to though.
Oh yeah, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Oh, does it have something in there? What's it have in it?
It's got original Prince of Persia.
Oh.
And I should have that on my GameCube memory card.
All right. Prepare for battle mode. Ah, crap. I forgot this.
We got $5 from Kurt Mack
Thank you.
saying Celeste had the Pico 8 original version of Celeste as a hidden unlockable. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about the origins of Celeste, to be honest.
Yeah.
We both bought the limited run version, but unfortunately we don't have it.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Yet.
Not yet. But
I'm
although
scrolling
it's
back
like
up this.
it's in production
Scrolling
now.
back up this list. Strider 2 and the copy of Strider 1 that was included.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Put that on the list. Because the arcade
what
version.
system is Strider 2 for?
PS1. That's
Yes,
true.
you
And that
have
gives
it?
me a chance to talk about the reverse discs too, which is like a super common thing, I guess, at this point. But But that's true. It does. It's not
I,
advertised.
the list that I am putting these on, like you've got them divided up by like 8-bit, 16-bit, and stuff. I don't really know.
It's not gonna flow like that.
Yeah, that's not how it's going to flow anyway. But so was it Strider 2 with Strider?
Yeah.
Man, this is getting long all of a sudden. We're never going to be able to show all these.
Yeah.
TMNT 2 Battle Nexus has original 1989 arcade game. You've got that on the list already.
Right. Come on, slow down, slow down. What? Oh. Oops.
Someone says Project Gotham Geometry Wars?
Oh yeah, that's true.
What's Project Gotham?
That's the Xbox game. Or Xbox.
Oh, Project Gotham Racing?
Yeah.
Does that include Geometry Wars or the other way around?
It includes Geometry Wars. I don't know how close it is to Retro Evolved that came out on Live Arcade though.
Like, but could it be considered a complete game?
I don't know. I would think of that as more of a, I don't know, just like kind of a mini game. Battle mode ain't got nothing.
Oh, apparently TV Tropes has a list called embedded precursor.
Oh.
Oh, we just got a notification for Joshua Helmicke having become a sponsor. Thank you.
Thanks.
Embedded precursor. That's a good term for it.
Yeah.
So that might be a list to look up on TV Tropes. If not that we need this list to get any longer.
Yeah. It's more fun to see what we've come up with though.
Microsoft Office 97 has Flight Simulator hidden.
That's fun.
Is that true?
I think so. I remember hearing it.
I mean, I'll put it on the list just for fun. You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw the trailer for Flight Simulator at E3, like for I guess PC and Xbox One, I part of me kind of, like I've never played a Flight Simulator game, but like part of me kind of wanted it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Huh?
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you know, honestly, you know what? Like, kind of the first thought that came to mind was like, I feel it could be like a funny way to make like some B-roll shots.
Some what?
Some B-roll shots, like, you know, like, you know, if you were talking about like, oh, this game made in France or something, and like have like a flyover France on the thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. Mario 1 and Mario Odyssey doesn't count. I mean, I'm guessing you're just talking about like the levels and the walls. I mean,
right.
unless they added something after the fact, I don't think it has like literally has Mario 1 in the game. The hidden game of Metal Gear Solid 3. You mean like Metal Gear 1 and 2?
Yeah, yeah. That's on the list.
Unless you're talking about that like weird vampire nightmare thing.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That's not a game. Like that's a mini game or something. Like that doesn't count.
sure do load you up with a lot of dragon genes on this, like on the second and last level here. But
Space
yeah.
Invaders Game Boy has a Super Nintendo version. If you play on a Super Game Boy, does that count? That might count.
Yeah, that would count.
That would count.
I don't have it though.
Can you do that with Game Boy EverDrive?
Probably. I'll look into it. Thank you. That's something that's been talked
about.
I
mean, I knew about that, but it just didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably not an expensive game. That is a good example.
Yeah.
I'm way behind on the chat because people have had just like so many suggestions. Lost Levels in Super Mario DX on Game Boy Color.
But it's not like it's like a remake though, isn't it?
I mean, it's not really a remake. I mean, we're talking about the Game Boy Color version, which has the same graphics as the original. It's just like radically cropped. And also, here it is.
What?
Like 4 or 5 hours of my life right here. Maybe 8 hours. I don't even remember anymore.
I was saying it was 8.
I'm gonna put
Come on.
I'm gonna put that on the list. I think that might count. It's not exactly. I mean, it can count even as like a port, as long as it's
like. What is it? The chicken breast?
The chicken, yeah, there it is. like what? Like why would they even design it looking like that?
It's an egg.
Rampage Total Destruction includes Rampage and Rampage World Tour. They don't need to be unlocked.
Oh, okay.
I honestly didn't even remember there being GameCube era or whatever system it's on Rampage games. But you don't have those? I don't have those.
No.
Oh, I don't know. That's a real borderline one.
What?
Symphony of the Night and
well, I mean, I can
and Dracula X Chronicles. I mean, that one's really borderline because in one hand, I feel like that's sold as a collection, but on the other hand, like it is primarily sold as the remake of Rondo.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the list, but that's pretty borderline.
Oh, I forgot how to do this.
I see the logic that it's like you're really buying that for, in my opinion, you're buying that for the Rondo remake. Because that's like the original content, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think it kind of, yeah, we should probably include that because like I guess my point is even if it's sold as a collection, like if the primary product is a brand new game, which that is because it's an original recreation, that should probably be included. Original levels in Mega Man Powered Up. That might stray a little too far.
Yeah, that's just the. That doesn't count.
I don't think I ever played that mode. It's a really good game, though.
Yes, very good.
Tekken 5 has Tekken 1,
Oh,
2,
yeah.
3 arcade versions.
And Starblade. That's definitely on the list.
Do you have Tekken 5?
Yes.
Do you have to unlock them?
I downloaded a save that has them. But Starblade, it's the only version that's like an arcade perfect. Starblade's actually an awesome game.
That's not on the list yet. Oh, it is on the list.
Yeah.
Xbox version has Prince of Persia 1 and 2. Is 2 not in the other versions? Do you have Xbox Prince of Persia?
I do. I don't know. I had to think about it.
I have it.
I can get it.
I don't have a save or a good save for the Xbox version. Killer Instinct Definitive Edition comes with classic Killer Instinct games on the disc as they were part of the season pass. They're separate applications. But you've got that collection, right?
I do, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a separate disc, if it's in the package. Time Crisis Raising Storm on PS3, including Time Crisis 4. Should we include that?
I have that on there. Right? I mean, I had that in my mind, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I mean, I could. We can put it on there. And
yeah, I mean, I'll just put it on the list for now. I mean,
because the front of the, I mean, maybe. I mean, we have, this
we've
is
kind of already covered that game.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic 1 is in Generations.
Yeah.
Sonic 1 Generation. I wonder how that looks in 4K. Because they didn't Sonic Generation.
Oh, Sonic Generation?
Didn't they get a 4K?
Yeah. I did. You know, it's funny because, like right after that game was added to Xbox One, my cousin's son was over here, and he was like he, back when the game was new and he was much younger, of course, he had, was it 3DS? I think there was a 3DS version of Sonic Generation. And that's like the only one he had ever played. He was like so stoked to like be able to, he's like, oh, I've never played the console version. And he was just like, that was just like the rest of the afternoon was him just like getting like most of the way through that game.
We got a donation to pop
and like I don't, but the thing is, like, I was like telling him about how cool
donation popped up,
how cool it was that it was 4K, and I just like don't think he cared about that.
You see the donation? I was trying to get your attention.
Oh, Paul Sutton saying PS2 Xbox Spy Hunter has unlockable arcade Spy Hunter.
The what does?
Spy Hunter like on Xbox and PS2.
Oh, that's good point.
Do you have that?
No, but I can.
I used to have that. I thought I had the PS2 version of that. I didn't keep it, but I kind of have a soft spot for that game. At the time, I thought.
Would you rebuy it if you saw it again? It's not expensive.
I would rebuy it, yeah. I mean, I guess we've got all Retro World to look for some of these games.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't do this, but I mean, I feel like it's a. I think it's. I mean, the list is getting big enough that if it's a popular enough video, we could do another one.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like people might think it's pretty fun. Oh, yeah, Sayonara Umihara Kawase Plus with Umihara Kawase and Umihara Kawase Shun.
Does it have the original graphics?
Yes.
Okay, then let's add that. Well, now
I didn't know that Shun or however you say that. That's the PS1 game, right?
No, it's the Super Famicom game, right? Or what?
I only thought one of the games was in it, but I'll have to check. I mean, maybe I didn't unlock both, or I don't know.
You didn't even comment that I just like beat the whole game without dying once. Even though it was on easy.
I honestly did. I mean, in my head, like, I didn't think you were going to fit. I thought it would be too long.
But it is, I mean, it was easy mode. At least we're going to get
Sonic Generations has Sonic 1 built in? Is that what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
That's
what I mean. I wonder how that looks. I mean, I wonder if that's plays in 4K.
Okay, because I was thinking about too many other things. I wasn't even catching.
But I mean,
the
if
point.
we can, I don't know if we can get there. I beat the PS3 version, but I've never beaten the.
I beat the 360 version.
Oh, so you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You should see.
Can you transfer a save over to Xbox One?
Yeah, just use the cloud save. Just save the file to the
cloud.
Oh yeah.
Do you just unlock it by beating the game?
I think you can get it earlier than that. You don't have to
really? Well, then my Xbox One might already have a save.
Right.
Or maybe my cloud save automatically went over to it.
Yeah, it should. I mean, do you save everything to the
check
cloud?
it. I'll check it after we get off.
All right.
Like, I'm so behind on the chat because like people have had like a crazy number of suggestions for this.
Yeah, since we beat this, we'll go ahead and we'll play the original game now that it's unlocked. That was the goal of this, was to make some progress.
Someone is saying that PS2 and GameCube also has the second Prince of Persia.
Okay.
So I'll have to check my my GameCube save.
Well, at
least I beat
that.
I played through that game on GameCube probably 3 times, so I'm sure I've got whatever you can get unlocked is probably unlocked.
Well, the cool thing is that now that we have this huge list, it almost makes it feel like, oh, we have a lot of stuff, so we don't have to spend a ton of time on each thing.
Yeah.
We just cover as many as we can.
Rodea is already on the list because Corey's got that.
Yeah. Which I've never even played it, so I don't even know what to.
Animal Crossing is obviously on the list. Something I actually only just learned today was that the N64 original version of Animal Crossing, it doesn't have as many Famicom games, like maybe only 6 or 7, whereas the GameCube version has twice as many.
I don't know.
Outrun 2 on Xbox has unlockable copy of original.
Yep, I have that on there already.
Is that on the list? I don't even remember.
It should be, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Under unlockable arcade games.
Yeah, we've got the MSX versions of Metal Gear Solid 3, which those are on the PS.
They're on the
PS3
collection
and 360 versions, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's where I played those games on. I'm pretty sure I played those on PS3.
I wonder if we'll ever get a sequel to this. Probably not, but it would be cool. There was that Xbox game, Red Dragon. It was kind of a spiritual sequel, but it wasn't
What was
very
the
good.
Mega Drive game that has Phantasy Star hidden in it? What?
Well, I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Look at that, Dragon Rank Dominator.
Sounds pretty good.
All right, so are we ready to see what the first game looks like on here? Here we go. Huh, I mean, that's blurry, but the press start text is looking good.
Someone's saying that Fight Night Round 2 on GameCube has Super Punch-Out as an extra bonus, which that's like an EA game.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that is true. That is very true that happened.
Do you have access to it?
No, but that might be worth getting because of that. If you see it.
That's actually really unique because
yeah,
I thought there was no such thing as a Super Nintendo emulation on the GameCube.
Yeah, and it's on an EA game. It's just weird. Which one is it?
Yeah, that is actually rather cool.
Well, it plays. I mean, look at this. I forgot to reverse my controls, so now I'm playing opposite of what I was just playing. But doesn't look bad.
No,
it's hard to tell really exactly what's
Is it
going on.
4K?
I mean, it's outputting.
The dragon
4K.
looks pretty high res.
I mean, it is, but it's. I think it's since it's a PC version. I mean, it's widescreen though too.
I don't like the water effect is not as good as on Saturn.
Yeah,
it's interesting that the radar isn't the checkerboard pattern. It's actually true transparency.
Well, it's because it's the PC version.
Right.
But I mean, I assume that that's just whatever that played in and upscaled. So I mean, it's not like it's not upscaling the original version, like the 240p version, which would probably look really good, obviously. But
people are saying something about golf on the Switch operating system.
Yeah, it's hidden in there, I guess.
Someone was saying something about, was it patched out? I don't.
No, it should still be in there.
I was not aware of that.
I thought that was like an Ode to Iwata type thing.
Yeah, Donkey Kong and Jetpack and DK64 included. Death Tank on Saturn when you have Quake and Power Slave. John talked about that. Is that like an actual other game though, or?
I mean, like an already existing game, essentially.
Yeah, it needs to be an already existing game. I remember John talking about that. Didn't Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore for Xbox come with a port of Dead or Alive 1? Did it?
It may have. I mean, another game that I have to get my save
Light Knight
file.
Chronicles 2 came with the full first game with upgrades.
Put a note on there to be sure that we put a special thanks to the chat from today's date.
From September 22nd.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Sonic 1 may only be in the console versions, not the PC version of Generations.
Right, but you have the Xbox version, right?
Right. But my point is, like, it's only in the console.
Right. I didn't know that you played through Sonic Generations. You like it? It's pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, you know, as a not big Sonic guy. I mean, I have a for some reason I've got a weird fascination with the 3D Sonic games. What about the games that are on the Master System itself? I don't know if that
like
really
Snail Maze
counts.
and Hang On and stuff.
We gotta draw the
like,
line somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, normally I'd put them in there, but maybe we can mention them. Like hidden consoles. Like, I mean, I guess it might be fun to just mention the hidden Master System games and
I don't know if Mega Man Battle and Chase and the Mega Man X collection really counts.
I don't want to. It's just a bonus game in a collection, just like
it's a bonus game and
Battles.
a game that's already a collection. Like, there's no, like, the game has to have like, I feel like Dracula X Chronicles can count because the flagship product in that is an original. I mean, it's a remake of the game, but it's still an original game.
True, but you know that you're right though. I thought of like thinking about the fact that it is called Dracula X Chronicles makes it seem like, oh, this is a collection. Even though
it makes it sound like a collection, but the flagship product is the remake.
Yeah.
But like Mega Man X collection, like there is no like new product there. That like it's this has to be a bonus that is not like
at the very least
a new game has to be the main.
We're thinking about this a little bit more than we probably did. You know, these suggestions are making us think about the overall idea a bit more than we have been.
I think we just got a $10 donation, but I'm still scrolled so far up.
Oh. From Joshua Helmicke. I know some people asking about your RGB console specific episodes from previous live chats. What consoles do you plan to do next? Dreamcast, Xbox, Neo Geo, CD, AES, TG16, PC Engine. Next two are going to be Dreamcast and Wii. The intro to the first game is kind of hilarious now when you watch it. Well, that's the second one.
So I'm so strong on the chat. I mean, the music from Umihara Kawase Shun was included with Sayonara Umihara Kawase Plus. Does any version of Umihara Kawase, or does any version of Sayonara include Shun, or is it only the Super Famicom original, the first one?
Yeah, you know there's a whole other story.
Arnold Palmer Golf on Mega Drive has Fantasy Zone?
Yes, that is true. I forgot about that. Is it just one level or is it the entire game? Oh, that didn't work. That didn't go very well. That's where you put that on there? Because I'll look that
Yeah,
up.
I put it on the list. You'll need to make sure it's the full game.
Yeah, I'm curious. Can the chat answer that real quick? Because I'm curious. It'd be cool if it was a full game. And is it just like the Master System game, or is it kind of a unique port of the arcade game? Oof.
Oh, people are saying that golf on Switch is patched out.
Oh, why would they take it out? That's dumb.
Maybe it was never meant to be there in the first place. Pac-Man World 1 and 2 have unlockable games?
The what?
Apparently Pac-Man World 1 and 2 have unlockable games?
That wouldn't be surprising to me.
But they have to be the actual full game to count. We might, I mean, that I see as being one that would be an easy omission. Is this a mini game you're playing?
There's a whole other scenario about a little kid.
Oh, we got Ben Brody with $2.
Well, thank you.
Let me do my best Charles Martinet here. Or no. Since it's related to money, I'll do it with his Wario. Okay. $2, but you have to say it in an Italian accent.
I feel like that's probably how you just talk out loud in your house when you're by yourself.
Dead or Alive Ultimate included a port of the Sega Saturn version of Dead or Alive 1.
What does the Dead or Alive Ultimate?
Do you have Ultimate?
Yeah. Do you have to unlock it? How hard is it to unlock though?
Oh no. Doom and Doom 2 and Doom Special Edition for Xbox, that's on the list, right? Or is it?
No, I mean, Doom 3 BFG edition would count too. Doom and Doom 2 and what, in the Xbox version?
Doom and Doom 2 and the Doom 3 Special Edition for Xbox.
Huh, okay.
But isn't that... Aren't Doom 1 and 2 included with a release on, like, Xbox 360 or PS3 or something, too?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the BFG edition was released on the Xbox or Xbox 360 and PS3, but they're also Xbox Live Arcade games. Are you talking about the new ones?
It just says for Xbox.
Huh. I'll look into it.
I've experienced any burn-in on C7 after OLED C7 after Bob the interlacing content? No, I have not.
But you haven't used it very much.
I mean, I haven't used it for like hours and hours on end, but I haven't. I actually noticed. I think it's I'm assuming this is because I'm playing Link's Awakening on hero mode, but there's like a little like moblin with horns icon in the lower left corner at all times. Like, I don't think it even goes away during screen transitions. It's just always there. And even when I go to like a middle gray screen after playing the game, like it's not retained there. So okay, no version of Sayonara includes Shun, only original. Okay, got it. Just the Super Famicom. I'm finally getting to the point in the chat where my Wario apparently sounded more Irish. That was probably not my best Wario. I've done a good Wario at times, just not today, I guess.
Got to get 45. I'm just having a real kind of hard time with this one.
Twinkle Star Sprite's La Petite Princess on PS2 includes original Neo Geo game as a bonus. Yeah, should I put that on the list?
What
I don't
is
know
it?
if we have any realistic way to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we loved the DF retro, or wasn't really a DF retro video, but the DF video on the PC CRT. John's been gushing about that to us in the weeks leading up to that video. Alice Madness Returns includes the original American McGee's Alice.
Oh,
interesting.
see, this is good. I mean, if this is popular enough,
that's a game I've always like kind of had my eye on, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, well, I never bought it, but I think I played a demo. I thought it seemed interesting.
Yeah. Well, now I feel overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in the episode. But it's good. We just have a perfect.
Say what?
Now I almost feel overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that we have.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to pick and choose.
That's good. I mean, that's fine. But we should keep that.
I don't think anyone mentioned Contra and Super C in Contra 4, which is definitely in here. I've already written a segment for it, which is significant because like that was the last time that the NES Contra got released until this year.
Yeah, I mean, you should put all the stuff about Yakuza there, but also put Fist of the North Star. I have some footage of that already, so.
Wait, Hokoto no Ken Lost Paradise, is that the new game?
Yeah.
You can play the Master System game?
Yeah.
In that? Really?
Uh-huh.
Do you have access to it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that should be on the list.
The Lost Paradise is by the same people as by the Yakuza team.
Right.
So it makes all the same.
It makes sense. So I mean, it should be on there.
Yeah.
I'm sure that my pronunciation of that is open to much criticism. I remember you got a lot of flack in the games we played video last year.
I don't know if you can do it. Can you do an Indian accent? I don't know. Are you thinking about it? Oh, you see the you see the there's another donation that popped up.
Oh, I did not see. But basically just copy a poo. I don't know. I sometimes worry about these accent ones because I honestly don't even begin to know where the line is, you know?
Yeah.
$2, but you have to say it in an American accent. Does my accent count as American enough? I was showing John that that old Rescue Rangers video.
Oh, right.
That we did where like it was Christmas and
your accent is so thick. That.
Yeah, it was Christmas and I lived in Tennessee at the time. And my accent was so I was probably like 6 years old. And my accent was my southern accent was like so thick. Like it's definitely faded a fair bit from then. I mean, my dad is from California and my mom is from North Carolina. And the early years of my life up until about age 7 was in North Carolina and Tennessee, and then I moved to Ohio and then Delaware. Yep. So there are many influences. I
heard another donation pop up. I don't know if it's
on my accent. Oh, we got Colin Barons with $2 saying, "Here, I'll do it. I'll do it like your very earliest videos."
Hey, it's $2, but you have to say it like Coury.
Did that work?
Yes, it was very loud. So one of the old videos got a comment pretty recently. Well, my whispering voice.
Spaghetti about it.
It's
with $2.99 saying you've got to say it in a Fargo accent. I don't even know what that is.
What is it? Minneapolis. Yes.
Was I a voice actor in River City Girls? I have not played River City Girls yet because I'm waiting for my physical copy that I ordered on limited run. I did the trailers for River City Girls, but I did not do any voiceovers.
Well,
I lived in Amelia, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cincinnati. I think you've said that there's a retro store now there, right? We should go there sometime when I'm there. I'd love to drive down my old street.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra games in this. You see, I'm playing even more here. A lot. The amount of content in games of this generation is insane, really. I mean, like we were talking about Tekken 5 earlier, and that's crazy to me that it has all those arcade games. The 5th and 6th generation, just the games had so much extra content, it's crazy. But especially this generation.
Oh, sure. Do you mean the like the opening animation for River City Girls?
No, that's not what you did. I mean, you used the trailer. What? Is there something? Is there someone that sounds like you in it or something?
Well, sure said they did something for River City Girls. Oh, the launch trailer. I guess I haven't seen that one. I saw that there was a launch trailer on their YouTube page, but which I thought was strange because the one that they asked me to do for the storefronts was just a recut of the
like the announcement
of the teaser trailer. So I assumed that was the same one, but I didn't even look at it. Now I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I did the teaser and then the character trailers. Yeah, I remember you being in the chat before saying that you had done some of WayForward's other trailers. So I guess we've been their go-tos for a little bit.
I forgot what this is.
Ben Brody challenges your preference of Dixie Chili over Skyline with $2.
Yeah, well, I got a Dixie Chili right around the corner from my house. I can walk over there. I'd have to get in the car to go to Skyline. Not worth it. You can really up that contrast in this too. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean it's been tough to squeeze in the time for freelance work, but
oh yeah,
it's hard to say no to WayForward.
Huh. Adjust on-screen display information. Move the left mouse, click left to right to adjust.
Oh, did I miss JF's super chat? Oh, $5. Thank you. Speaking of old videos, I watched Try's Cruising one, the driving gag, aged like fine wine. You know, we watched that not long ago too because we did an audio commentary for Patreon. Is that released yet?
That one?
Yeah.
I don't know. We recorded 3 of them. 3 sets of 2.
Yeah, that I gotta admit, I kind of agree. It was I kind of can't believe, given the, I mean, not that was the most amazing green screening ever, but
it's
given
so stupid,
what I had to work with at the time and the limited space and lighting that I would have had, like, I don't even know how that looked as decent as it did. Apparently there's something called the ODV that claims to be able to do RetroTink stuff for half the price.
Oh, really?
Well, supposedly. I hope it's not just another, device using, just literally copying it though. But I will agree. I kind of forgot. I forgot about the car wash part of the of the cruising video, which I gotta say that was pretty funny. I will laugh at my own joke. But my favorite part about though is like I'm going through the car wash sideways.
Oh wow! So I'm looking at all the Xbox enhanced games. I didn't realize that like Perfect Dark Zero was that Xbox X enhanced when you played it?
No.
No, it is.
It definitely wasn't.
The remake
I'll
of
have to
Perfect
look
Dark
into
is-
that. That's interesting.
So, I've kind of noticed this lately, and I don't even know where it came from. But so when you filter searches, is the icon supposed to be a funnel? Because everybody uses the. I mean, it's not just on here, but it's like everywhere. Like
I guess it is a funnel. I never
there's
thought of
like
that.
a universal filter icon. I only started to really realize this recently, and I assume that that's it's a filter or a funnel.
So it's really weird. There's like a few like random white dots on your dashboard, like in the gray areas that are appearing on the stream. Like I wonder if it's your cable bandwidth failing or something.
Oh, really? Let me make a full screen and take a look.
It's really weird. Like because they're like these static sparkling dots.
Where is it at?
Like just in like the gray area on the dashboard. Does anyone else see those? I mean, it's not my screen because I minimized it and like moved it around. So yeah, it seems people see them. It's because when I first got my TV, I was playing Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age on PS4 Pro, and like I didn't really have the right cables and the right switchers for it, and I couldn't see it during normal gameplay. But whenever it did like a black screen transition, I could sometimes see some little white sparkles, but they weren't like static like that. They were like moving,
it,
but I
yeah.
couldn't see it during like a gameplay scene. But on the black screens, I could I could see them.
Okay. This happened recently with something else too.
I wonder if you like disable your capture card and re-enable it if it'll go away. But you don't see them on your TV?
No. No, I do see that though. I feel like this happened.
Do you have your in your property settings for the capture card? Do you have it set to disable when hidden?
Yes. It might be this. Let's see if this fixes it.
Or I wonder what would happen if you turned your receiver. Well, your receiver's off anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, let me look at the other monitor. Yeah, it's several of them.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's got to be an HDMI issue.
Yeah.
Unless it's like your capture card is failing in some weird way. I bet it would go away though if you like turn your receiver on and off.
Should I try it?
Yeah. Try what?
Turning the receiver on and off.
Yeah, try it.
Oh, just turn it off. No, it's still there.
That's weird.
Figure out what the deal is.
Huh. I wonder if it would happen. You know what? Go to your Xbox settings and change it to 1080p and see what happens.
It should go away. Because I remember having this problem when I ran my camera into it. It was happening on my TV, and I can't remember why it was happening. Let's see if I don't remember why. It will go away when I switch to 1080p.
Dead pixels on your Coury TV. your Coury brand TV.
Yeah, see, they're gone now.
Yeah. It's got to be a 4K bandwidth issue.
You think just like a repeater would help?
Oh, you know what? Go to video fidelity and overscan.
Right here?
And see what happens if you say allow YCC 422.
No, it's still there.
Huh.
I can't remember why I had this issue though.
I mean, not that it really matters now at the end of the stream, but
No, but I'm. Is it still there or is it gone now?
I don't see it right now. You changed it to 10-bit color?
Yeah.
There's really no reason to use. I mean, 10-bit color would. Oh, but the thing is, 10-bit. I'm trying to remember. 10-bit is going to force it though out of RGB mode, which I think will mean it will. Even though it's 10 bits, I think it uses less bandwidth. I think.
What about 12?
Oh, it wasn't there on 10-bit either.
Right.
Well, I think you're not using an RGB format. I think RGB is going to take more bandwidth than the YCC mode. See, basically, when you said allow 422, I don't think it was actually forcing it. It was just allowing it. But if you set to 10-bit, I think saying to 10-bit is similar to choosing the YUV mode on PS4, which you might not have that saying on a regular PS4. I don't know if that's there on a regular PS4.
Yeah, I don't know. So I should probably just leave it at.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, technically, like that might be adding some chroma subsampling, but you're never going to see it with game graphics.
Right.
Really, I don't think.
Well, I'll have to. I can try a repeater. I don't have like a 4K cable to run it to, but it shouldn't. It should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, a repeater might help. But I mean, how long is your run? My run is.
I think it's a 15. I think it's a 15-foot cable.
I think mine is too. I don't think my Xbox is going through a repeater. It used to be. It used to be a 30-foot run. It used to be a 30-foot run.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah. But you don't see those on your TV.
no, it's fine on my TV.
I wonder if the monitor 2 does not have like the same bandwidth capabilities.
I haven't seen this issue when I've run my camera in 4K to it.
But maybe that might automatically be using like a 420 mode or something like that. Man, I'm just guessing.
I don't know. But I was getting those issues on my TV when I was running my camera to it one time, and I can't remember why it was. It was something really stupid.
But you were running it through your receiver?
Let's see what happens when I switch to PC RGB.
I would be curious if you swapped the monitor 1 and monitor 2 cables in the receiver.
Well, it looks like it's better now.
Well, with the PC RGB,
Yeah.
that's just limited range and full range. That, in theory, shouldn't change bandwidth.
Right.
Oh, wait, as soon as you opened that menu, they went back.
Huh?
Wait, as soon as you, like, even before you make a selection, like, they go back when the screen goes dark.
You see them? They pop up?
Yeah, only when it goes dark.
Hmm. I don't know. I have a repeater.
People are enjoying this real MLiG action, looking at weird pixels up close.
Well, it's not on my TV at all. I can't remember why this happened though. Before. But I don't know.
Do you have in your receiver, did you set the enhanced mode for 4K content?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that only applies to like HDR though.
Right.
I was in Voltar's new mod chip that is supposed to replace the switchboard in PSIO. No, I was not aware of that. I've not really been on the Twitters. Does it add functionality, or is it just like better designed, or what?
Let me see if I have another 4K cable to run it to.
Once Coury decides that he needs to fix something, there's no rest until it's done. As a combo PSIO board plus mod to support all the games in PSIO. What do you mean to support all the games? Like support games that it doesn't support normally? Like, does it fix compatibility issues? So it's interesting. I'm assuming it doesn't make all games work or anything, but does it improves compatibility? But does that mean that like now that it's like going to be broken, like with maybe certain things that would work on the PSIO, or is there no chance of it not working with something that You know what I mean?
All right. I found a short little cable that I have here.
How's that going to help?
I just see if putting a repeater on it into the short cable like helps at all.
Oh, do you have a 4K repeater?
Yeah, somewhere around here.
You're sure it's 4K?
Yeah, it's the same one you had.
Oh, okay, that little white one.
Yeah, I was gonna find it, which is a whole other thing.
Hang on, just a minute.
Yeah, this is so stupid. I have two of these stupid things, and I can never find them. I've been having a problem lately where I don't set things down and I don't know where I put them. I don't know if it's. I don't know. It hasn't been good. I thought that I had this thing. Maybe I had like a mini stroke at some point. I know it sounds silly, but like the aphasia or something like that. It's called. But I'll literally put things down, and I'll have no idea where it is, and I'll spend a bunch of time looking for it.
Did you find it?
What?
Did you find it?
Not yet. I think I know where it is now.
You think what?
I think I know where it is.
No, what is? Yeah, no stream next week. I guess that's why. I don't know how almost an hour has passed since Coury finished the game.
Alright, I found it. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm doing this whole thing with this stupid hat on.
It's your new troubleshooting hat.
Yeah. Got my flashlight. There we go. Going in.
I mean, technically, I don't think you're supposed to hot swap HDMI cables. But I don't think the risk of anything happening is very high. I try to not do it, but sometimes you just do it. You mostly missed it, Chris. Now Corey's just trying to figure out why he's got spots on his Xbox. Oh, I don't see any spots on your Xbox anymore. It's looking good. Well, okay, but what happens when you click on that color space again and it goes dark? Let's see what happens.
I gotta switch it back.
Switch what back?
I gotta switch it to PC RGB to do
it. No, well, I don't think that's necessary. Well,
it only does it when I go like this.
But I don't think that should change the bandwidth used.
No, that's just the screen is going darker.
The
screen dims.
Well, right. But PC RGB is just their term for
but you were
full
seeing
range.
it when the screen dims, just because it goes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you're back on 8 bits. You're on 4K. Okay. Go back to the previous menu.
I'm curious though.
Okay, you've got all those.
I kind of want to unplug that again and plug it back in. Maybe it was just loose going into the capture card.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, you shouldn't have to have a repeater, but.
Let me see.
Looks fine for now.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get that. Watch my little monitor. So maybe it was just like a loose cable or something.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, Sandy. It made me laugh.
Yeah, all I had to do was just hit it with a hammer a couple times. The number one fix for electronics: either turn it off, turn it back on again, or unplug and replug in the cable. Should have done that first. I'll keep an eye on it though.
Who's that, Sandy?
All right, well, you got a little action, little.
She wants to see. But when you get up close, yeah, she's watching.
Like sees the cat.
Yeah, look at that funny hat. Yeah, is that interesting, Sandy?
Well, it's fixed for now. I'll keep an eye on it though.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's easy to see on this neutral gray background, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just check that before you record anything on Xbox, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably only record a little bit in 4K of Panzer Dragoon.
Right. Well, I mean, you'll be recording
Yeah.
Panzer in 4K, but
Right.
I'll check if I've got Sonic 1 on Sonic Generation when we get off.
Sounds good. Well, we went an extra hour tonight. I didn't realize it was midnight.
Yeah, I know. Like it's been like an hour since you finished the game somehow.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the ideas. At least I think thanks for all the ideas.
Yeah.
It's
now we're faced with the
now we're going like have to like we've got like we've easily got enough content for 2 of these episodes if we wanted to do it.
Yeah. Well, if it's popular, let's see.
Yeah, if it's popular, we absolutely
Now that
could
we've
do it again.
said what we're doing, someone's gonna rush and do it first. Probably. Maybe. Anyways, thanks to everyone who donated and hung out tonight. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Galaga and Ridge Racer 1, yeah.
People were talking about that. I was confused if they were actually saying it was
it's a
the full
loading
game
screen.
or not.
Galaga
I mean,
a loading screen.
It's kind of if you're going to have Galaga, it's kind of hard to have only part of Galaga. There's not much to Galaga.
Yeah. All right. We'll see everybody. Actually, not next week because we're going to be at Retro World, but we'll see everybody the week after that.
We'll see you at Retro World if you're there.
Yeah. If hopefully we see a lot of people there. And if not, we'll see you the week after
look
that.
for an episode on
we're aiming for
6th.
October 6th. That's
2 weeks
the
from
date.
today. And next stream will be that same day.
Yep.
So
all right. See you later, everybody.